In this video, we'll show you two AI-powered space stocks that could reward patient investors for many years to come. These are not companies chasing the latest trend. They are building critical infrastructure that governments, businesses, and industries increasingly rely on every single day. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these businesses are becoming more valuable as artificial intelligence and satellite technology continue to reshape the global economy. The first company deserves attention because it is quietly building one of the most valuable datasets on Earth. Every day, thousands of satellites orbit our planet, capturing enormous amounts of information. But collecting images is only part of the equation. The real value comes from turning that information into insights people can actually use. That brings us to Planet Labs, ticker symbol PL. Planet Labs is not trying to become another launch company. Instead, it focuses on something arguably even more important. It captures, organizes, and analyzes data about our planet at an incredible scale. Think about how much changes across the globe every single day. Farms grow and shrink, forests are affected by droughts and wildfires, new roads and buildings appear, floods reshape landscapes, military equipment moves across borders, shipping routes become congested. Governments and businesses want to know about these changes as quickly as possible. Planet Labs has built its entire business around solving that problem. Today, the company operates roughly 200 Earth imaging satellites. Together, those satellites capture images of Earth's landmass every single day. That level of coverage creates something extremely difficult for competitors to replicate. Having hundreds of satellites in orbit is impressive by itself. But the real competitive advantage is the massive historical database that Planet Labs continues to build every day. Imagine having a time machine for almost every location on Earth. Customers can compare how a region looked yesterday, last month, last year, or even several years ago. That kind of information has enormous value across agriculture, environmental monitoring, infrastructure planning, insurance, disaster response, and national security. This is where artificial intelligence completely changes the business. Without AI, customers would need armies of analysts reviewing millions of satellite images manually. That simply would not be practical. Planet Labs instead uses artificial intelligence to process those images automatically. Its AI-powered analytics can identify buildings, roads, vessels, aircraft, geographic features, and signs of construction. Instead of delivering raw images, the platform delivers useful intelligence. That distinction matters. Raw data has value. Actionable information has significantly more value. For example, agricultural customers can monitor crop health, optimize irrigation, reduce fertilizer waste, and detect problems before they become expensive. Governments can monitor infrastructure development, border activity, environmental changes, and disaster recovery. Financial firms can monitor economic activity using satellite intelligence instead of waiting weeks or months for traditional reports. Insurance companies can rapidly evaluate damage following hurricanes, floods, or wildfires. These are recurring use cases, not one-time events. The more industries depend on satellite intelligence, the more valuable Planet Labs becomes. Another reason investors should pay attention is the company's continued investment in AI technology. Its newer Pelican-class satellites use artificial intelligence to process images faster and identify subjects more efficiently. Planet Labs has also integrated Claude AI from Anthropic into its platform. That allows even non-expert users to interact with satellite data much more naturally. Instead of requiring specialized technical knowledge, customers can ask questions and receive meaningful answers. That dramatically expands the potential customer base. Historically, advanced geospatial intelligence required trained analysts with years of experience. Artificial intelligence lowers that barrier. Now organizations that previously lacked satellite expertise can begin using the platform. Whenever a company makes its product easier to use, it often expands its addressable market. That could become one of Planet Labs' biggest long-term advantages. Now let's look at the financial side. The company recently reported first-quarter fiscal 2027 results that demonstrated impressive momentum. Revenue reached approximately $94 million. That represented 42% year-over-year growth. For a company approaching the $100 million quarterly revenue mark, growing more than 40% is a very encouraging sign. Even more impressive is what happened beneath the surface. Planet Labs reported that its backlog increased 72% to more than $906 million. Backlog is one of those numbers many investors overlook. But it tells an important story. A growing backlog means customers are committing future business. It provides visibility into future revenue while demonstrating that demand continues to strengthen. Nearly $1 billion in contracted future work gives investors confidence that current growth is not simply a temporary spike. The company also reported only a small adjusted EBITDA loss of approximately $1 million. That may not sound exciting at first glance, But for growth investors, this trend matters. Many younger technology companies lose significant amounts of money while pursuing rapid expansion. Planet Labs appears to be moving steadily toward profitability while maintaining strong revenue growth. That balance is encouraging. Management is showing discipline rather than chasing growth at any cost. Another factor supporting the investment thesis is the diversity of Planet Labs' customer base. Unlike companies that rely on one large customer, Planet Labs serves multiple industries: agriculture, forestry, mapping, environmental monitoring, government agencies, defense organizations, infrastructure companies, financial institutions. That diversification reduces risk. If one sector experiences slower spending, others can continue supporting overall growth. Long-term investors often underestimate the value of diversified revenue streams. Companies serving multiple industries generally become more resilient during economic uncertainty. The geopolitical environment also strengthens Planet Labs' long-term opportunity. Governments around the world increasingly prioritize intelligence gathering, environmental monitoring, food security, border awareness, and disaster preparedness. Satellite imagery supports all of those objectives. As global uncertainty increases, demand for timely Earth observation data could continue expanding for years. Climate change also creates another structural tailwind. Wildfires, floods, droughts, deforestation, crop monitoring all require accurate and frequently updated satellite information. Planet Labs sits directly at the intersection of these growing needs. This is why many investors describe the company less as a satellite business and more as a data company. The satellites simply collect the raw material. Artificial intelligence transforms it into something customers willingly pay for every month. That recurring relationship could become increasingly valuable over time. There is also an important network effect developing. Every additional satellite image expands Planet Labs' historical database. Every new customer interaction improves how its AI systems process and classify information. Over many years, this creates an increasingly difficult competitive position to challenge. New entrants would not simply need satellites. They would also need years of historical imagery, sophisticated AI models, customer relationships, and trusted analytics. That combination creates a meaningful competitive moat. Of course, no investment is without risks. Planet Labs is still in growth mode. The company has not yet achieved consistent profitability. Its valuation also reflects significant investor expectations. Whenever expectations become elevated, quarterly earnings can create substantial stock price volatility. Investors considering Planet Labs should be prepared for that reality. This is not the type of stock that typically moves in small increments. It can experience large swings in both directions. However, long-term investors often view volatility differently. Short-term price movements become less important when the underlying business continues strengthening. So far, Planet Labs appears to be executing on many of the right priorities. Revenue continues growing rapidly. Backlog continues expanding. Artificial intelligence capabilities continue improving. Customer demand remains healthy. Its satellite constellation continues providing a unique stream of Earth observation data that becomes more valuable every single day. Another encouraging development is the stock's performance this year. Shares have climbed more than 45% year to date. While past performance never guarantees future returns, strong momentum often reflects improving business fundamentals and growing investor confidence. The key question investors should ask is not whether Planet Labs will experience volatility. The better question is whether demand for AI-powered Earth intelligence is likely to be significantly larger 10 years from today than it is today. If the answer is yes, Planet Labs appears well positioned to participate in that growth. Artificial intelligence is creating entirely new ways to extract value from satellite imagery. Governments increasingly depend on real-time intelligence. Businesses want faster decision-making. Climate monitoring is becoming more important. Infrastructure investment continues growing. Agriculture is becoming increasingly data-driven. All of those trends point toward expanding demand for precisely the services Planet Labs provides. That combination makes Planet Labs one of the more fascinating long-term AI space opportunities currently available to public investors. Its business extends far beyond satellites. It is building an intelligent information platform that could become increasingly essential as our world becomes more connected, more data-driven, and more dependent on artificial intelligence. If this resonates with you, you're exactly who this channel is for. Please hit the like button, share the video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next important financial investing update. Remember to do your own research before you invest in any stock. The second company takes a slightly different approach to the same massive opportunity. While it also operates Earth observation satellites, its biggest competitive advantage lies in speed. When information can change in minutes, customers do not want yesterday's intelligence. They want answers almost immediately. That brings us to BlackSky Technology, ticker symbol BKSY. BlackSky has positioned itself as a real-time intelligence company. Instead of simply collecting satellite images, it combines high-resolution satellite imagery with artificial intelligence to deliver insights that customers can act on quickly. That distinction is incredibly important. Imagine monitoring military activity, natural disasters, critical infrastructure, shipping traffic, or border security. Seeing an image is useful. Understanding exactly what changed, identifying the objects involved, and receiving that information in a format ready for decision-making is far more valuable. That is exactly where BlackSky has focused its business. Its constellation of high-resolution satellites continuously gathers imagery from around the world. That information then flows into its Spectra platform, where artificial intelligence analyzes the data automatically. Spectra can identify and classify vessels, vehicles, aircraft, and other important objects without requiring a human analyst to examine every image manually. Even more impressive is the speed. The platform can transform raw satellite imagery into AI-powered analytics in less than 90 minutes. Think about what that means. Instead of spending hours or even days reviewing massive amounts of imagery, customers receive meaningful intelligence while events are still unfolding. That creates tremendous value. For governments, timing can be everything. Military planners need to understand changing battlefield conditions. Emergency response agencies need rapid assessments following hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, or wildfires. Security organizations need continuous awareness of evolving situations. Businesses monitoring global supply chains need to know when disruptions occur before they impact operations. BlackSky's technology helps provide those answers. This is another example of why artificial intelligence is becoming the real engine behind modern satellite companies. The satellites gather enormous amounts of information. AI turns that information into decisions. As artificial intelligence continues improving, platforms like Spectra become even more valuable because they can analyze larger datasets with greater speed and accuracy. One of the strongest signals supporting BlackSky's long-term opportunity comes from its customer relationships. Government agencies continue awarding the company significant contracts. These are not one-time pilot projects. They represent confidence in BlackSky's technology and its ability to deliver mission-critical intelligence. The company's capabilities have helped it secure government contracts valued at up to $2.7 billion. That number alone demonstrates the scale of the opportunity. Large government customers typically perform extensive evaluations before awarding contracts of that size. Winning those contracts suggests BlackSky has developed technology that customers genuinely trust. Momentum continued this year as well. During the first quarter, BlackSky secured approximately $160 million in new contract awards. That is an encouraging indicator because contract wins today often translate into revenue over future quarters. Investors should always pay attention to companies that continue adding new business while expanding relationships with existing customers. Perhaps even more encouraging, the company recently announced another series of United States government contracts focused specifically on its AI-enabled object detection algorithms and automated battle damage analytics. These tools help customers rapidly evaluate damage following military engagements. Again, notice the recurring theme. Artificial intelligence is not replacing satellite technology. It is making satellite technology dramatically more useful. Instead of simply receiving pictures, customers receive analysis. Instead of raw information, they receive actionable intelligence. That difference creates pricing power. Organizations are generally willing to pay more for solutions that save time, improve accuracy, and support faster decisions. This also creates switching costs. Once a customer integrates AI-powered intelligence into daily operations, replacing that system becomes much more difficult. That strengthens customer retention over time. Another reason investors should watch BlackSky closely is that the global demand for geospatial intelligence continues expanding. Governments around the world face increasingly complex security challenges. Critical infrastructure requires constant monitoring. Commercial shipping routes continue growing. Natural disasters require faster response. Supply chains have become more global and more interconnected than ever before. Every one of those trends increases demand for timely satellite intelligence. BlackSky is positioned right in the middle of that expanding market. Like Planet Labs, BlackSky also benefits from a business model that becomes stronger as more data flows through its AI platform. Every additional image provides more information. Every customer interaction improves how artificial intelligence detects patterns and classifies objects. Over time, that creates a smarter platform capable of delivering even greater value. Investors should also appreciate that this is not simply a hardware company. Its satellites are certainly important, but the real long-term value increasingly comes from software, analytics, and artificial intelligence. Software-driven businesses often enjoy higher margins than hardware businesses because once the platform is built, serving additional customers becomes increasingly efficient. That creates attractive long-term economics if execution remains strong. Of course, BlackSky also faces risks. Government spending can fluctuate, contract timing may create uneven quarterly results. Competition within geospatial intelligence remains active. Investors should also expect volatility because companies at this stage of growth often experience significant stock price swings around earnings announcements and contract news. Those risks should not be ignored. However, investors who believe artificial intelligence will fundamentally change how governments and businesses use satellite data may see temporary volatility as part of the long-term investment journey, rather than a reason to avoid the stock entirely. Another encouraging sign is investor sentiment this year. BlackSky shares have gained approximately 40% year-to-date, reflecting growing confidence in both its technology and its expanding pipeline of government opportunities. Again, short-term performance does not guarantee future returns, but when improving business fundamentals accompany stronger stock performance, it often indicates that the market is beginning to recognize the company's long-term potential. Ultimately, BlackSky's investment story revolves around one simple idea. Information is valuable. Fast information is even more valuable. Artificial intelligence transforms that information into intelligence that customers can immediately act upon. As governments and commercial organizations increasingly prioritize real-time awareness, BlackSky appears well-positioned to benefit from that secular trend for many years to come. When you step back and compare both companies featured in this video, an interesting pattern emerges. Neither company is simply operating satellites. Both are building artificial intelligence-powered data platforms. Their satellites collect information. Their AI creates insights. Those insights help customers make better decisions. That combination places both businesses at the intersection of two of the most powerful investment themes of the next decade: artificial intelligence and space-based data. As those trends continue expanding, companies capable of turning massive amounts of information into actionable intelligence could become increasingly important pieces of the global economy. This video is brought to you by Value Stocks Investing Master Course. If you're looking to grow your wealth by investing in solid, undervalued stocks but not sure where to start, I created the Value Stocks Investing Master Course to teach you how to identify great companies, make smart investment decisions, and build a portfolio that lasts. Click the link in the description and pinned comments to get the course today and take control of your financial future. If you want exclusive stock tips, in-depth analysis, real-time trade alerts, and free investing guides, join the Stocks Galore Patreon today and take your investing game to the next level. Our members get full in-depth analysis on most of the stocks mentioned here. Head over to patreon.com/stocksgalore and become part of our growing community of smart investors. Link is in the description. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which company do you believe has the stronger long-term competitive advantage? Planet Labs with its massive Earth imaging database and AI-powered analytics, or BlackSky with its real-time intelligence platform and growing government relationships? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do not forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you do not miss the next important investing update. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.